Hey everyone, I'm Daksh, and in this video I'll show you how to use the new ChatGPT agent with 3 real workflows and the exact prompt I used. Here's what we'll cover in this video. First, we'll start by understanding what AI agents are, and then we'll build a Reddit research assistant. Next, we'll create a customer support assistant for us, and finally, we'll build a content strategist assistant. But before we start, let's answer a very simple question, that is, what exactly these AI agents are. Well, these AI agents are specialized AI assistant that can operate independently based on the goals we set. And unlike the traditional chatbots that we were using like ChatGPT, Gemini, Llama, or Claude, where we have to wait for our next message, these agents have three different capabilities which make them different from these chatbots, which are: first, they have memory. That means they can remember what happened earlier in the conversation or the workflow, so they don't lose the track of context. Secondly, they can use tools to interact with different app sites or APIs, for example, pulling data or sending emails. And third, they use reasoning, and this is where they plan out multi-step tasks like breaking down a complex request that we have given them into smaller actions and executing them in order. And even if that order breaks, they'll always backtrack to the last step and again plan out the steps and execute those steps in order. Now that we know what AI agents are, let's start building our own assistant using ChatGPT agents. First up, let's tackle research, where imagine you need to find out what people are saying about electric cars, especially comparing Tesla and BYD on Reddit. To access the agent mode, you'll have to click on the plus icon here and then on agent mode. And if you're not able to see the agent mode here, that means you are on the free plan or on the Go plan, where GPT only provides agent mode for Pro, Plus, and Enterprise users. So make sure you have those subscription before using the agent mode. And let's get back to creating the Reddit research agent that we were doing. So we created a very simple prompt to solve this task, which is find the top Reddit discussion in the last 6 months about electric cars and summarize what users think about Tesla versus BYD. So let's see what our agent do in this case. You'll notice when you give agent the prompt, it will set up the desktop, and we can see it have already started going through Reddit posts. And if you notice, all these posts are about BYD and Tesla cars. So we'll let it do its job and get back when it gives us the result. In my case, the agent took around 9 minutes to do the research. And if you click here, you can also see what the agent was doing while the research was going on. And it also created a very detailed summary highlighting the key components from the threads, which was market, leadership and sales, pricing and value, charging network, driving dynamics, vertical integration, and brand perception. Well, these were the 6 most famous topic from the Reddit thread, and it also created a summary in the end after doing the research. So with this, the Reddit research agent is done. And now let's create a customer support agent. Now let's simplify the customer service for our company, where our team is flooded with repetitive questions about order tracking and refunds. So let's start deploying the ChatGPT agent with this goal, where it needs to handle the incoming e-commerce request about order tracking and refunds or even product inquiries and resolve its issue if it's possible. And if it's not possible, then the agent needs to escalate the case to the human employees. Let's now give the agent its task. So this is the prompt that I have created, where we are instructing the agent to handle the e-commerce support request for order tracking, refunds, and product inquiries, resolve the issue if it's possible, or escalate the complex task. So let's give this task to the agent. And within a second it started setting up the desktop so it can start solving up the task. Well, let's see what the result it gave us. We can see the agent have worked for 3 straight minutes and it have already done its research on how it can handle customer service requests. So let's act as a customer and see how this agent responds to our queries. Let's ask it to refund our money. I want refund. We can see the response is very professional, and as I gave it a very incomplete request, this doesn't have a lot of context about my order ID, what I ordered, or where I ordered the product from. So it's asking us for the order number and item in question. So let's give it a very random order number and and we can see the agent is not giving us a very generic reply. It is actually trying to identify the request type, and it's asking us very specific question that it actually needs to resolve the issue, and it's also maintaining a very professional tone while talking to us. Well, if you see, this can automate a lot of our routine inquiries where this will free up our team for more difficult cases. And if this case also get very complex in the coming prompts, then this agent will escalate it to the human employees. So let's move on and work on the last agent, which is the content strategist for us. Finally, let's build a month worth of social media content in minutes using GPT agent, where we need a content plan for a fitness brand which targets young professionals. Let's go to ChatGPT and give the agent a simple prompt that will help us with this task. So here's the prompt that I've created for the agent, which instructed to create 30 days worth of social media content that is for a fitness brand that targets young professionals, where this agent needs to give us ideas for post, captions, and a hashtag. So let's give the prompt to agent and let it do its job and come back once it's done with the research. And here we go. In just 6 minutes, we have a very detailed 30-day plan for our social media posts in front of us. And this have done a very good job giving us the post idea, the caption, and the hashtag like we asked for. And this is saving us a very big amount of time, like 10 to 15 hours of manual work. So there you have it. 3 powerful ways to put AI agents to work. We are only beginning to scratch the surface of what they can do, and we hope this sparks some ideas. Thanks for watching.